My fiancé said, "I'm going out with my ex, it's just for closure." So I followed her, filmed them in bed, cancelled the wedding, sent the footage to everyone, and disappeared without a word. So when my fiancé looked me in the eye over dinner 2 nights before our wedding rehearsal and told me she needed to see her ex-boyfriend, I didn't miss the pressure point. "I need closure with Calvin," Autumn said, pushing her pasta around her plate. "Before we get married. It's important to me, to properly close that chapter, you know? We'd been together 3 years. Engaged for 8 months. The wedding was in 2 days. Rehearsal tomorrow night. And she wanted to see her ex." I set down my fork. Looked at her. Really looked at her. She wouldn't meet my eyes. "When?" I asked. "Tonight. He's only in town for a few days." She finally glanced up. "I know the timing is weird, but..." "All right." She blinked. "What?" "Do what you need to do." I watched confusion flicker across her face. She'd been bracing for a fight. Prepared arguments I could see forming behind her eyes. But I didn't give her the satisfaction. "You're okay with this?" she asked carefully. "You're a grown woman, Autumn. If you need closure, go get it." Relief flooded her features. She reached across the table, squeezed my hand. "Thank you for understanding. I love you so much. This doesn't change anything between us." "I know," I said. She kissed me at the door around 9 p.m., already texting someone, him, probably. Told me not to wait up. Then she was gone, heels clicking down the hallway to the elevator. I waited exactly 5 minutes. Then I grabbed my car keys, phone, and portable charger. I'm an engineer. I believe in verification. Following someone is easier than movies make it look. You just stay 3 cars back and don't do anything stupid. Autumn drove to Marcello's, Italian place downtown, intimate lighting, the kind of restaurant where you go for dates, not closure. I parked across the street. Watched through the front window. Calvin was already there. Mid-30s, decent suit, the kind of guy who probably describes himself as an entrepreneur. They hugged when she arrived. Not a friendly hug. A long one, his hand on the small of her back, her face buried in his shoulder. They sat at a corner table. Ordered wine. She laughed at something he said, touched his arm. He leaned in close when he talked. "That's not what closure looks like." I sat in my car for 90 minutes, watching them through that window. My phone kept buzzing, texts from my best man Quincy asking about tomorrow's timeline, my mom asking if I was nervous. I ignored all of it. At 10:10 p.m., they paid the check. Walked out together. Got into his car. I followed. The Grandview Hotel is one of those boutique places with more privacy than security. I watched from the parking lot as they walked into the lobby together. Watched Calvin gesture to the front desk. Watched the clerk hand over a key card. Room 314. 3rd floor. I sat in my car for 30 minutes. Thought about leaving. Thought about all the reasons this might be innocent. Came up with exactly 0. Then I crossed the parking lot and took the stairs to the 3rd floor. The hallway was empty. Room 314 was halfway down, and the curtains were cheap, the kind with gaps if you don't close them perfectly. They hadn't closed them perfectly. I stood outside that window for 3 minutes. My phone camera captured everything I needed. Not graphic. Just definitive. Clothes on the floor. 2 people in bed. Autumn's face visible in profile. His hand in her hair. The timestamp glowed in the corner of my screen. 11:13 p.m. I backed the footage up to 3 cloud accounts before I even got back to my car. Downloaded it to a flash drive I kept in my glove box. Then I drove home. Our apartment was dark. Empty. I sat at the kitchen table with my laptop and started making a list. A very specific list. At 4:13 a.m., I heard her key in the lock. She tiptoed inside, stopped when she saw me sitting there on the couch, laptop open, fully dressed. "Baby? You're still up?" I closed the laptop calmly. "Just going over some wedding details." Couldn't sleep, too excited. Her whole body relaxed. She crossed the room, kissed my forehead. "Me too. I love you so much." "I know," I said. She disappeared into the bedroom, humming softly. Happy, I looked back at my laptop screen. The draft email to the venue coordinator was still open. "When Autumn reaches the altar, give her this envelope. Tell her it's from me. Make sure she opens it there, in front of everyone." I hit send. I didn't sleep. Didn't see the point. Instead, I spent the next 4 hours finalizing everything. By the time the sun came up, I had a plan that would have made my project managers proud. Every variable accounted for. Every contingency covered. Autumn's alarm went off at 9:30. I heard her moving around in the bedroom, getting ready. I was already dressed, coffee in hand, standing by the door. "Heading out early?" She called from the bathroom. "Meeting with the caterer," I said. Last minute details. See you at rehearsal tonight. She appeared in the doorway, hair messy, wearing one of my old t-shirts. Smiled at me like she hadn't spent half the night in another man's bed. Love you, she said. Love you too. I meant it when I said it 3 days ago. Now the words tasted like copper. The venue coordinator's name was Stephanie. I'd met her twice during planning, efficient, professional, the kind of person who didn't ask unnecessary questions. I found her in her office at the Belmont estate, going over seating charts. Hugo. Everything okay? I need a favor. I pulled out an envelope. Inside was the flash drive and a handwritten note. Tomorrow, when Autumn gets to the altar, I need you to give her this. Tell her it's from me. Stephanie frowned. I don't understand. You'll be right there. I won't be. I set $800 bills on her desk. This is for your discretion. Make sure she opens it at the altar. In front of everyone. That's the only instruction that matters. She stared at the money. At the envelope. At me. Hugo, what's? Do we have an agreement? She hesitated, then pocketed the cash. Yeah. We do. Next stop, my landlord's office. I terminated our apartment lease effective immediately. Lost the security deposit, $2,400 down the drain. Didn't blink. Then the bank. Separated all joint accounts. Transferred Autumn's contributions back to her personal account. Kept mine. Fair to the cent. No one could say I stole from her. By 2 p.m., I was at our apartment with 2 suitcases and 3 boxes. I took clothes, documents, my grandfather's watch, photos of my parents. Left everything else. The furniture could rot for all I cared. I loaded my car, drove to Quincy's place, and parked it in his garage. You're freaking me out, man, Quincy said, watching me unload. What's going on? Trust me. I'll explain after tomorrow. After the wedding? Something like that. The rehearsal started at 6 p.m. I arrived early, shook hands with the officiant, helped arrange chairs, acted like a man with nothing on his mind but marrying the woman he loved. My groomsmen showed up. My parents. Autumn's family. Everyone milling around, laughing, excited. Autumn arrived at 6:40, fashionably late, wearing a sundress that showed off her tan. She hugged her bridesmaids, kissed her mother's cheek, then spotted me and lit up. There's my groom. She crossed the lawn and wrapped her arms around me. I held her. Felt her heart beating against my chest. Nervous? She whispered. Not anymore, I said. We walked through the ceremony. Down the aisle, exchanged vows, kissed the bride. I stood at the altar during the practice run, looking at Autumn in her sundress, imagining her in white tomorrow. My mother leaned over during a break. You seem calm. I am. Most grooms are a wreck the day before. I know exactly what I'm doing, Mom. She smiled, squeezed my hand. If she noticed something off in my voice, she didn't say. After the rehearsal dinner, overpriced Italian at Marcello's, ironically, Autumn pulled me aside in the parking lot. So, tradition says we shouldn't see each other tonight, she said, playing with my tie. I'm staying at my sister's place. Bad luck to see the bride before the wedding. Right. Tradition. She wasn't staying at her sister's. I knew exactly where she was going. Who she'd be with. See you at the altar, she said, kissing me one last time. Yeah, I said. See you there. I watched her drive away. Checked my phone. The venue coordinator had confirmed receipt of the envelope. My landlord had emailed the lease termination paperwork. My new phone, burner, prepaid, was charging in my car. I went back to the apartment one final time. Took my grandfather's watch off the nightstand. Left my key on the kitchen counter next to a half-empty bottle of wine from our anniversary. Then I got a hotel room across town and texted Quincy from my new number. Tomorrow, no matter what happens, don't ask questions. Just trust me. He replied immediately, dude, what the hell? I didn't respond. Just turned off my old phone and threw it in the nightstand drawer. My alarm went off at 6:30 a.m. Wedding day. I showered, shaved, put on my suit. Drove to the Belmont estate and arrived at 8 o'clock, 3 hours before the ceremony. Quincy and my brother Felix were already there, looking confused. Why are we here so early? Felix asked. I pulled them both aside, away from the setup crew arranging flowers. In about 3 hours, everything is going to blow up, I said quietly. I need you both to trust me and not interfere. Can you do that? Quincy's face went serious. Hugo, what did you do? Nothing yet. I handed Felix a sealed letter. If anything happens to me, or I disappear, give this to Mom and Dad. It explains everything. You're scaring me, Felix said. Good. That means you're paying attention. By 11 a.m., guests started arriving. I watched from the groom's suite window as cars pulled up. Aunts and uncles. College friends. Co-workers. 120 people who thought they were here for a wedding. My phone buzzed. Quincy, Autumn just texted the group chat. She's running late. Hair and makeup took longer than expected. I smiled. She wasn't at hair and makeup. I'd checked her location on Find My Friends at 7 a.m. Still at the Grandview Hotel. Room 314. She was waking up in Calvin's bed right now, scrambling to get ready, probably laughing about cutting it close. I turned to Quincy. Is everything set up at the altar? Yeah, the officiant has his notes, and Stephanie said she has your envelope. Good. My phone buzzed again. Text from an unknown number. Ready when you are, Mr. H. Wait, wrong name. Mr. Reeves. The photographer. I'd paid him double to document everything that was about to happen. At 12:15 p.m., I got the text I'd been waiting for. Bride has arrived. Getting dressed now. I looked at myself in the mirror one last time. Straightened my tie. My hands were steady. Quincy appeared in the doorway. It's time. They're about to start seating people. I know. You coming? In a minute. He left. I heard the string quartet start playing outside. Heard guests murmuring, taking their seats. I picked up my phone and sent one final text to Stephanie. Remember. Make sure she opens it there. 3 dots appeared. Then, I remember. I walked out of the groom's suite, but I didn't go to the altar. I went to my car, parked in the back lot. Got in. Started the engine. At 12:32 p.m., I heard the bridal chorus begin playing from inside the venue. I put the car in drive and pulled out of the parking lot. In my rearview mirror, I could see the Belmont estate getting smaller. Somewhere inside, Autumn was walking down that aisle in her white dress, smiling at guests, looking for me at the altar. She was about to find something else instead. My phone buzzed one more time. Quincy, where are you? I didn't answer. I was already 90 miles away when Autumn reached the altar and Quincy handed her that envelope. I'm on Route 36, heading toward Boulder, when my phone starts losing its mind. Quincy's calling. Then Felix. Then my mom. Then numbers I don't recognize, probably Autumn's family. I silence it and keep driving, but I can't help myself. At a red light, I check the group chat. Quincy, dude, where the hell are you? Felix, Hugo, this isn't funny. Quincy, Autumn's at the altar. She's looking for you. What do I tell her? I don't respond. The light turns green. My phone rings again. This time it's Stephanie, the venue coordinator. I almost don't answer, but something makes me pick up. It's done, she says quietly. I gave her the envelope, and she's opening it now. I can hear chaos in the background. Voices. Someone crying. Thank you, I say, and hang up. I pull over at a rest stop. Sit there with the engine running, staring at my phone. It's 12:48 p.m. The messages keep coming. Felix, what did you do? Quincy, oh my God. Quincy, Hugo. Quincy, everyone just saw. Then my mom, Hugo, please call me. Please. What's happening? I close my eyes. Picture it, Autumn walking down that aisle on her father's arm, white dress trailing behind her, flowers in her hair. The string quartet playing. Guests standing, smiling, cameras out. She reaches the altar. Scans for me. Confusion crosses her face. Quincy standing there in his groomsman suit, pale, holding an envelope. Where's Hugo? She asks. He doesn't answer. Just hands her the envelope. He said to give you this. Her hands shake as she opens it. Inside, a flash drive and a note. She reads the note aloud without thinking, voice trembling. Play this. Everyone deserves to know the truth. Someone, her mother probably, stands up. Autumn? What's going on? Quincy's already setting up the laptop. The one I made him hide under the altar flowers. He's not happy about it, but he's doing it. Because I asked him to. Because somewhere deep down, he knows I wouldn't do this without a reason. Hugo left instructions, Quincy says quietly. His voice probably cracks. He was supposed to be my best man, not my messenger. Autumn inserts the flash drive. The screen comes to life. My phone buzzes. Text from the photographer, got everything. You weren't kidding. Another buzz. Unknown number, this is Autumn's sister. You're a coward. Another. My dad, son, we need to talk. Where are you? I watch them roll in. Don't respond to any of them. Quincy, her mom is screaming. Quincy, her dad just stormed out. Quincy, my mom is crying. Quincy, dude, half the guests are leaving. Quincy, Autumn's on the ground. Quincy, she keeps asking where you are. I put the phone face down on the passenger seat. Stare out at the highway. The video was 90 seconds long. Timestamp visible. Location visible. Faces visible. No room for doubt. No room for excuses. Just the truth, playing on loop in front of 120 people. My phone rings. I look at the screen. It's Autumn. I don't know how she got this number. Must have gotten it from Quincy or Felix. It rings. And rings. And rings. I let it go to voicemail. Immediately, she calls again. I silence it. A text comes through. Please. Where are you? I can explain. Then another. IT wasn't what IT looked like. Then, Hugo please. Then, I love you. Then, please don't do this. 15 messages in 2 minutes. I block the number. Another call comes in, her sister's phone. Block. Her mother. Block. Someone else. Block. My phone is vibrating nonstop. I turn it off completely and throw it in the glove box. The silence is immediate. Absolute. I sit there at the rest stop for 20 minutes, watching trucks roll by on the highway. Then I restart the car and get back on the road. I stop for gas outside of Longmont. It's 2:36 p.m. I turn my phone back on just to check if the world has ended. 43 missed calls, 68 texts. I scroll through them. Don't read most. But one catches my eye. Quincy, the venue is empty. Everyone left. Autumn's still here. Just sitting in her dress at the altar. Won't move. Won't talk. Her dad had to be held back from punching me because I gave her the envelope. Your parents left without saying anything. I don't know what to tell people. Another from Quincy, she asked me to tell her where you are. I told her you're gone. New city, new number, new life. She didn't believe me. And one more, she found the second note in the envelope. The goodbye letter. She's reading it now. I close my messages. In the envelope, underneath the flash drive, I'd included a handwritten note. You wanted closure with him. I'm giving you closure with me. The wedding is cancelled. The vendors are paid. The apartment lease is broken. My phone number is disconnected. Don't look for me. You won't find me. This is goodbye, Autumn. Cold. Final. Unforgettable. Hugo. I imagine her reading those words in her wedding dress. Mascara running. Guests gone. Venue empty except for the mess of abandoned flowers and half-eaten appetizers. My phone buzzes one more time. Felix, Mom wants to know if you're safe. I type back, I'm safe. I'll call in a few days. Tell her I'm sorry she had to see that, but it was necessary. 3 dots appear. Then, what she did was screwed up. But this. Man. This was nuclear. She earned it. I type. No response. I turn the phone off again. By the time I reach Boulder, it's almost 5 p.m. I check into a hotel, nothing fancy, just somewhere to sleep. The clerk makes small talk. In town for business? Fresh start, I say. Well, welcome to Colorado. I take my key card and head to room 237. Drop my bag. Sit on the bed. My hands are steady. My breathing is even. I'm not angry. I'm not sad. I'm just done. Somewhere back in that city, Autumn is probably still trying to call me. Still trying to explain. Still trying to convince someone, anyone, that it wasn't what it looked like. But 120 people saw what it looked like, and what it looked like was the truth. I lie back on the hotel bed and close my eyes. Tomorrow, I'll start looking for apartments. Start my new job in 2 weeks. Start building a life that doesn't have her in it. But tonight I sleep like the dead. When I wake up, it's 9:13 a.m. the next day. I slept 14 hours straight. I turn on my phone, 217 notifications. I delete them all without reading. Then I open my email. One message from Quincy, sent at 3 a.m. She's been calling everyone. Your parents, your coworkers, mutual friends. Trying to find you. Trying to get someone to tell her where you went. No one knows. Or if they do, they're not saying. Your mom told her to stop calling. Your dad said if she contacts them again, they'll file harassment charges. She's completely unraveling, man. Her family took her home. I heard her sister had to physically drag her out of the venue because she refused to leave. She kept saying you'd come back. That you were just upset and needed space. She doesn't get it yet. You're really gone. I close the email, open Google Maps, type in, apartments for rent, Boulder, Colorado. I find an apartment by noon. 1 bedroom in North Boulder, Mountain View, month-to-month lease. The landlord doesn't ask questions when I pay 3 months up front in cash. Moving from out of state? She asks, handing me keys, something like that. I spend the afternoon at IKEA. Buy a bed, a couch, basic kitchen stuff. The kid helping me load the truck asks if I need help assembling everything. I'm an engineer, I say. I'll figure it out. By 6 p.m., I have a bed frame and a mattress. It's enough. I order pizza and sit on my empty living room floor, eating from the box. My new phone buzzes, text from Quincy on the new number I gave only him and Felix. Quincy, she showed up at your office today. Security had to escort her out. She was crying, asking where you transferred to. They wouldn't tell her. I don't respond. Another text, your mom called me. Asked if you're really okay. I told her yeah. She said she's not mad at you. Just sad it came to this. I set the phone down. Stare at the empty walls. My mom's not mad. That's something. Day 2 in Boulder, I get my new driver's license. Update my address with the bank. Register my car. I'm erasing myself systematically, the same way you demo a building, support structures first, then everything else. My phone buzzes while I'm at the DMV. Felix, Autumn's dad came by the house looking for you. Dad told him you don't live here and to leave. He tried to push past. Dad called the cops. They escorted him off the property. It's getting ugly. Felix, also, Autumn posted something on social media. Some long thing about mistakes and not getting the full story and asking people to give her grace. Mom said half our relatives commented telling her to take it down. She did after an hour. I almost feel bad. Almost. Then I remember her face when she kissed me goodbye before going to Calvin's hotel. The way she hummed in the shower the next morning, happy, satisfied. The feeling passes. Day 3, I start organizing my new place. Hang pictures. Stock the fridge. Buy a coffee maker. Quincy calls. I answer. Man, you need to know what's happening, he says without preamble. I don't, actually. Her family is imploding. Her dad's not speaking to her. Her mom canceled their church membership because she's too embarrassed to show her face. Her sister, you remember Whitney? She told Autumn she's disappointed beyond words and hasn't answered her calls in 2 days. I'm assembling a bookshelf. The Allen wrench slips and I nearly strip a screw. That's not my problem, I say. Calvin ghosted her. I pause. What? She tried calling him. After everything went down. Blocked on everything. Guy wanted an affair, not the aftermath. She's completely alone now. Good, I think. But I don't say it out loud. How do you know all this? I ask. Whitney. She's pissed at Autumn but feels bad for her. Been updating me. I think she's hoping I'll tell you and you'll. I don't know. Reach out or something. I won't. Yeah, I told her that. Silence on the line. You doing okay? Quincy asks quietly. I'm fine. You don't sound fine. I'm eating. Sleeping. Working out. I'm functional. That's more than fine. Hugo. I gotta go. Talk later. I hang up. The bookshelf goes together in 20 minutes. I stand back and look at it. Perfectly level. No wobble. Some things are just about following instructions. Day 4, I go for a run. 5 miles through Boulder trails, mountains in the distance, air so clean it hurts. I come home and check my old email, the one I haven't deleted yet, just stopped checking. 47 unread messages from Autumn. Subject lines. Please read this. I'm so sorry. Can we talk? I'm begging you. I need help. I hover over the delete button. Hesitate. Open one. Just one. Hugo. I know you won't read this but I have to try. I don't know what to say except I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't know why I did it. I don't have an excuse. Calvin texted me and I don't know. I felt something and I chased it and I destroyed everything. Everyone hates me. My family won't talk to me. My friends are gone. I lost my job, I couldn't focus, couldn't stop crying. They put me on leave but we both know I'm fired. I'm not asking you to forgive me. I'm not asking for another chance. I just need you to know that I know what I did. I know I threw away the best thing in my life for one stupid night with someone who doesn't even care about me. I'm getting help. Therapy. I'm trying to understand why I sabotage good things. Why I wasn't enough for myself. I hope you're okay. I hope you find someone who deserves you. Because I never did. I read it twice, then I delete it. Delete all 47 without opening the rest. She's right about one thing. She never did deserve me. Day 6, I'm at the grocery store when I see a couple arguing in the parking lot. The woman is crying. The guy is yelling. She's apologizing over and over. I walk past them. Load my groceries. Drive home, but something about it sticks with me. That night, I can't sleep. I lie in bed staring at the ceiling, thinking about the last time Autumn and I fought, really fought. It was 8 months ago, about wedding colors. She wanted emerald green. I wanted navy blue. We compromised on forest green. Such stupid, small things, and underneath it all, she was already texting Calvin. Already planning her closure visit. Already preparing to blow up our lives. My phone buzzes on the nightstand. Felix, package came for you today. Forwarded it to your new address. Should arrive tomorrow. I frown. I'm not expecting anything. Day 7. The package arrives at 2 p.m. I'm not sure what I'm expecting when I open it. maybe something from my parents, or work documents from my old job. Instead, it's everything I left behind. My engagement ring, the one Autumn dropped at the altar, our apartment keys, a printed bank statement showing the joint account closure. Hugo's contributions, $39,329. Autumn's contributions, $23,650. Amount returned to Autumn's account, $23,650. Exactly. Not a penny more or less, and a receipt, $1,200 donation to a domestic violence shelter. The amount I would have spent on my wedding band. Paper clipped to it is a handwritten note in my writing, words I don't remember writing, probably at 3 a.m. in that hotel room. I gave you 3 years. You gave me clarity. We're even. I stare at the package content spread across my kitchen counter. I don't remember packing these. Don't remember writing that note, but I must have. In those frantic hours before the wedding, planning everything, I must have prepared this too. My phone rings. Unknown number. I answer without thinking. Hugo? Autumn's voice. Broken. Raw. I freeze. I just wanted to hear your voice, she whispers. I'm not asking for anything. I just needed to know you're real. That you're out there somewhere. Silence. I got the package, she continues. Your ring. The keys. The bank statement showing you didn't take a single dollar more than you put in. The donation receipt. The note. More silence. You really thought of everything, didn't you? Her laugh is bitter. Even in destroying me, you were fair. Precise. Perfect. I should hang up. Block the number. End this, but something keeps me on the line. I won't call again, she says quietly. I promise. I just needed you to know that I understand now. You didn't ghost me because you're cruel. You ghosted me because staying would have meant accepting less than you deserved. And you're too smart for that. I hear her take a shaky breath. I hope you find what you're looking for, Hugo. I really do. And I hope she knows how lucky she is. The line goes dead. I stand there with the phone pressed to my ear, listening to the dial tone. Then I see it, a second envelope in the package, one I missed. Small, cream-colored, my name written in Autumn's handwriting. I open it with shaking hands. Inside is a single photograph. It's from our first date 3 years ago. We're at a street fair, sharing funnel cake, laughing at something off camera. Her head is on my shoulder. My arm is around her waist. We look happy. On the back, in fresh ink, I'm sorry I forgot what this felt like. I flip the photo over and over in my hands. Then I walk to the trash can, hover over it. My hand is shaking now. After 30 seconds, I set the photo on the counter. Walk away. Can't do it. Not yet. The photo sits on my counter for 3 days. I walk past it every morning. Every night. Don't touch it. Don't throw it away. On day 4, I put it in a drawer. Out of sight, not out of mind, but close enough. I start my new job on a Monday. Senior Water Systems Engineer for the City of Boulder. The team is small, competent, no drama. My supervisor gives me a project, redesigning the municipal reservoir overflow system, and leaves me alone. It's exactly what I need. At lunch, I eat at my desk and check my old email one last time before deleting the account permanently. One new message. Subject line, final update, I promise. It's from Whitney, Autumn's sister. Hugo. I know you don't want to hear from any of us, but I thought you should know what's happening. Not because I think you'll care, but because you deserve to know the fallout is real. Autumn moved. Left the state. Arizona, I think. New job, new city, new life. Or trying to, anyway. Dad still won't talk to her. Mom sends one-word texts every few days. I told her I need space. I can't look at her without seeing what she did to you, to our family, to herself. She's in therapy 3 times a week. Started medication. I'm not telling you this for sympathy. I'm telling you because she's paying the price. And will be for years. The wedding video. It leaked. Not sure how. Maybe someone at the venue, maybe a guest. It's on TikTok now, Reddit, everywhere. Bride gets exposed at altar with millions of views. Comments are brutal. She had to delete all her social media. I don't forgive her. But she's still my sister, and watching her unravel has been hard. You did what you had to do. I get it. I'm not mad at you. Take care of yourself, Whitney. I read it twice. The video leaked. I didn't leak it. Didn't need to. But someone did. And now Autumn isn't just dealing with private shame, it's public. Permanent. Viral. Part of me feels vindicated. Part of me feels nothing. I delete the email. Delete the account. Watch the confirmation message appear. This account has been permanently deleted. Done. Week 3 in Boulder, I join a climbing gym. The instructor's name is Priya. Mid-20s, structural engineer, dry sense of humor. She teaches me how to belay properly, corrects my footwork, doesn't ask about my life. After the second session, she asks if I want to grab coffee. We sit at a cafe near the gym. She orders an Americano. I get black coffee. You're new to Boulder, she says. Not a question. How'd you know? You have that look. Like you're still figuring out where things are. Fair. Running from something or running toward something? I consider lying. Decide not to. Bit of both, she nods. Doesn't push. We talk about work, about climbing routes, about how Colorado weather is unpredictable. It's easy. Comfortable. When we leave, she says, same time next week. Yeah, I say. I'm in. Week 4, Quincy calls. I got subpoenaed, he says. I'm at my apartment, assembling a desk. I set down the screwdriver. What? Autumn filed something. Civil suit or harassment claim or something. I don't know the details. She's claiming emotional distress. Saying you orchestrated a public humiliation campaign. Her lawyer contacted me as a witness. My jaw tightens. She's suing me? Not yet. Her lawyer's fishing. Trying to build a case. But dude, she's desperate. She lost everything and she's looking for someone to blame. She can blame herself, I know. I told her lawyer I'm not cooperating. So did Felix. Your parents got contacted too, they told them to F-word off. I exhale slowly. What does she want? Money, probably. Or an apology. Or for you to admit you went too far so she can feel less guilty. Quincy pauses. Her lawyer asked if I thought what you did was cruel and unusual. What did you say? I said it was cruel. And definitely unusual. But justified. Despite everything, I smile. Thanks, man. She's grasping at straws. No lawyer's taking this case seriously. You didn't do anything illegal, you filmed from public property, you exposed your own cheating fiancé at your own wedding. Courts don't care about hurt feelings. Keep me updated. Will do. How's Boulder? Quiet. Good. You seeing anyone? I think about Priya. Coffee twice. Climbing 3 times. The way she laughs when I overcomplicate a route. Maybe, I say. Quincy's quiet for a beat. Good. You deserve that. Week 5, I get a certified letter. It's a restraining order. Filed by me, against Autumn. I don't remember filing it. Then I do. Quincy mentioned it weeks ago. Said he and Felix compiled evidence. The 200+ calls, the emails, showing up at my old office, her family showing up at my parents' house. My lawyer must have pushed it through. The order is simple. Autumn cannot contact me, directly or indirectly, for 12 months. No calls, emails, texts, third-party messages. If she violates it, legal consequences follow. There's a note paper clipped to the document, handwritten. Hugo, thought you should know this is finalized. She was served yesterday. Her lawyer tried to fight it but the evidence was overwhelming. You're protected now. She can't reach you even if she tries. Your attorney. I file the document in my desk drawer. Next to the photo I still haven't thrown away. Week 6, I'm at the climbing gym when Priya asks me out. Dinner? She says, adjusting her chalk bag. Actual dinner. Not coffee, like a date, unless you're opposed to those. I hesitate. Not because I don't want to. Because I'm not sure I'm ready. But then I think, when will I be ready? When Autumn stops haunting me. That might never happen. Yeah, I say. I'd like that. She grins. Saturday. I know a good sushi place. I'll be there. Saturday comes. I'm getting ready, shower, shave, clean shirt, when my phone buzzes. Unknown number. Text message. I almost don't open it, but I do. It's a photo. Autumn, sitting in what looks like a therapist's office. She's not looking at the camera. Her hair is shorter. Face thinner. Eyes hollow. Underneath, a message. I know I'm not supposed to contact you. I know this breaks the restraining order. I don't care anymore. I just need you to see what you did to me. I need you to know that I'm destroyed. That every day is hell. That I wake up and the first thing I remember is that I ruined my life. I need you to carry that. Because I can't carry it alone anymore. My hand clenches around the phone. Another message. You won. Okay? You won. I lost everything. My family. My friends. My job. My future. I lost you. And I deserve it. I know I deserve it. But please, Hugo. Please just tell me you feel something. Tell me I wasn't 3 years of your life that you can just erase like I never existed. I stare at the messages. My thumbs hover over the keyboard. I could respond. Could tell her yes, I feel something, anger, betrayal, relief, grief, all of it tangled together. Could tell her I don't celebrate her suffering but I don't regret causing it either. Could tell her she's right, she destroyed herself, and I just held up the mirror. But I don't. Instead, I screenshot the messages. Forward them to my attorney with a note, restraining order violation. Handle it. Then I block the number, delete the screenshots from my phone, and I go to dinner. Priya is waiting outside the restaurant when I arrive. She's wearing a green dress, hair down, smiling. "You made it," she says. "Yeah," I say. "I did." We go inside. Order sake. Talk about everything except my past. Halfway through dinner, my phone buzzes. Text from my attorney, violation documented. Pursuing contempt charges. She'll face fines, possibly jail time for violating the order. This is the nail in the coffin. I turn my phone face down. Priya notices. "Everything okay?" "Yeah," I say. "Everything's fine." And for the first time in 6 weeks, I mean it. But later that night, alone in my apartment, I open the drawer, take out the photo from our first date, look at it one last time, the two of us, young and happy and oblivious to what was coming. Then I tear it in half, and throw both pieces away. 3 months later, I'm standing on a climbing wall, 40 feet up, when Priya shouts from below, "You're overthinking it. Just trust the hold." I shift my weight, reach for the next grip, and pull myself up. My fingers find purchase. The wall doesn't care about my past. It only cares if I'm strong enough to keep climbing. I reach the top. Ring the bell. Rappel down. Priya's grinning when I land. "You're getting better. Good teacher," I say. "Good student." She kisses me. Quick, casual, natural. We've been dating for 2 months now. Nothing serious yet, but it's heading that direction. She knows I came from something messy. Doesn't know the details. Doesn't need to. "Beer?" she asks. "Yeah." "Let me change." In the locker room, I check my phone. Email from my attorney, Hugo. Final update on the contempt case. Autumn pled guilty to violating the restraining order. Judge imposed a $5,000 fine and extended the order to 3 years. She's also required to attend court-mandated counseling. Her attorney tried to argue emotional distress, but the judge wasn't sympathetic, said she made her choices and has to live with the consequences. "You're fully protected now. She can't contact you until 2029. If she tries, it's immediate jail time. Consider this case closed." I read it twice. Feel nothing. No satisfaction. No guilt. Just acknowledgement. I delete the email and head out. That night, Priya and I are at her apartment watching a documentary about free solo climbers when she asks the question, "Who was she?" I pause. "Who?" "The woman you left behind." She mutes the TV. "You don't have to tell me. But I can tell there's someone. The way you flinch when your phone buzzes. The way you're careful about letting people in." I'm quiet for a long moment. "Her name was Autumn," I say finally. "We were together 3 years. Engaged. Wedding was planned. What happened?" "She cheated. Night before the wedding rehearsal. I found out. Left evidence at the altar instead of showing up." Priya's eyes widen. "You ghosted her at your own wedding?" "Wasn't much of a wedding without a groom." "Holy crap." She's quiet, processing. "That's intense." "She earned it." "I don't doubt that." Priya turns to face me fully. "But you're okay now?" "Like, actually okay?" I think about it. Really think about it. 3 months ago, I couldn't sleep without seeing Autumn's face. Couldn't eat without remembering dinners we shared. Couldn't exist without the betrayal playing on loop. Now I sleep fine. Eat fine. Exist fine. "Yeah," I say. "I'm actually okay." "Good." She kisses my cheek. "Because I like you, Hugo. And I don't want to compete with a ghost." "You're not, I promise, and I mean it." The next morning, I'm at my desk working on reservoir calculations when Quincy calls. "Saw the news," he says. "Contempt charges stuck." "Yeah, how do you feel?" "Honestly? Nothing. It's just over." "Good. Because I have actual news." He pauses. "I'm engaged." I blink. "What? To who?" "Remember Melissa? From college? We reconnected at a mutual friend's wedding, ironically, and it just clicked. Proposed last night." "Quincy, that's amazing. Congratulations." "Thanks, man. And listen, I know things ended badly with your wedding, but I'd like you to be my best man. If you're up for it." I smile. "When?" "Next spring. Small ceremony. Just close friends and family. I'll be there." "Awesome." He laughs. "Maybe this time we'll actually get through the ceremony without drama." Here's hoping. After we hang up, I stare out my office window. Mountains in the distance. Clear sky. Fresh start. I'm going to stand up at another altar. Watch another couple get married. And I won't be bitter. Won't be angry. Because I'm not that person anymore. That weekend, Felix calls. "Mom wants to know if you're coming home for Thanksgiving." "Am I welcome? Are you serious?" "You're her son. Of course you're welcome. He pauses. She's proud of you, you know. For handling everything the way you did. For not falling apart. I did fall apart. Just not where anyone could see. Well, you're put back together now. That's what matters. I'll be there for Thanksgiving. Good. And Hugo? Yeah? Autumn's parents won't be there. Mom uninvited them last month. Said after what their daughter did, they're not family anymore. I close my eyes. She didn't have to do that. She wanted to. Said you're her priority, not them. Tell her thank you. Tell her yourself at Thanksgiving. 3 weeks later, I'm back home. My parents' house looks exactly the same. My mom hugs me at the door, holds on a little too long. You look good, she says. Healthy, I am. Dinner is normal. Felix talks about his promotion. Dad complains about politics. Mom asks about Boulder, about my job, about whether I'm seeing anyone. I am, I say. Her name's Priya. She's an engineer. Mom smiles. I'd like to meet her sometime, maybe Christmas. After dinner, Dad pulls me aside on the porch. I'm sorry you had to go through that, he says quietly. What she did to you. No one deserves that. I survived. You did more than survive. You handled it with dignity. He grips my shoulder. I know people think what you did was harsh. But you showed everyone who you are, someone who doesn't accept betrayal. Someone who knows his worth. I'm proud of you. My throat tightens. Thanks, Dad. We stand there in the cold November air, not saying anything else. Some things don't need words. December arrives. I'm in my apartment, wrapping Christmas presents for Priya, when my phone buzzes. Email from Whitney. Hugo. I'm not breaking the restraining order, I promise. But I thought you should know Autumn's doing better. Not great. But better. She's working as a sales associate at a department store in Phoenix. Living in a studio apartment. Going to therapy. Trying to rebuild. She doesn't talk about you anymore. I think she finally accepted that you're gone. That she can't undo what she did. I'm not asking you to forgive her. I'm just telling you she's learning to live with the consequences. I hope you're happy, Hugo. You deserve it. Whitney. I read it once. Then I close the email and delete it. Autumn's rebuilding. Good for her, but she's not my problem. Not my responsibility. Not my concern. She made a choice. I made mine. We both have to live with it. Christmas Eve, Priya comes to Boulder to meet my parents. It goes well. My mom loves her. My dad grills her about her work. Felix asks if she's got any single friends. After dinner, Priya and I walk through my old neighborhood. Snow is falling, light and quiet. Your family's nice, she says. They are. Your mom told me what happened. With your ex. I tense. What did she say? That you were engaged to someone who didn't deserve you. That you walked away with your dignity intact. That she's glad you found me. She said that? Yep. Priya squeezes my hand. And for what it's worth? I'm glad you found me too. I stop walking. Turn to face her. I'm not perfect, I say. I've got baggage. Trust issues. A tendency to overthink everything. I know, and I might always be a little guarded. A little careful. I know that too, but I'm working on it. And I'm here. Fully here. She smiles. That's all I need. We kiss in the snow, and for the first time in months, I don't think about autumn. I think about this. About now. About the future that's unfolding exactly the way it should. New Year's Eve, I'm back in Boulder, alone in my apartment. I sit on my couch with a beer and think about the last 12 months. A year ago, I was planning a wedding. Picking out flowers. Arguing about seating charts. 6 months ago, I was standing in a parking lot, watching my fiancé walk into a hotel with another man. 3 months ago, I was tearing up a photograph and throwing away the last piece of a life I'd built. Now I'm here. Alive. Functional. Happy, even. I don't regret how I handled it. Not the following. Not the recording. Not the altar reveal. Not the ghosting. Some people think I was too harsh. Too cold. Too final. But I did what I needed to do to protect myself. To preserve my dignity. To show Autumn, and everyone else, that I know my worth. She wanted closure with her ex before marrying me. I gave her closure with her future instead. Cold. Final. Unforgettable. And now I have mine. I'm not the villain in this story. I'm not the victim either. I'm just the guy who saw the truth, acted on it, and walked away without looking back. No second guessing. No what ifs. No regrets. She made her choice. I made mine. Fair trade. My phone buzzes. Text from Priya. Happy New Year. Can't wait to see what this year brings for us. I smile and type back. Me neither. Then I set down my phone, finish my beer, and walk to the window. The mountains are dark against the night sky. Snow's falling again. Behind me is the past, the betrayal, the wedding that never was, the woman who threw away everything for one night with someone who didn't matter. Ahead of me is the future, a new city, a new job, a new relationship with someone who sees me for who I am. I don't know where it's going. Don't need to. For now, this is enough. I'm free. I'm whole. I'm moving forward, and I'm never looking back again. Thank you so much for watching until the end. If you really like our videos, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Have a great day.